Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let's start. Let's get right into it with a precept. It says here, Isaiah 63 and 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come. I like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Acha, Kwadash. Double honors to my teachers, our teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. All right. The day of vengeance is in our hearts, our minds. We're constantly thinking about that day when the Lord is going to bring evil upon the earth. The Lord will bring judgment upon the earth for the evils that are being done, for the lack of fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for the blatant disrespect, not only for his children, but also for himself, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai are getting in this wicked world, in a world where the wicked are ruling. And as it says, the fool said in his heart, there is no God. Okay? So the whole world is in the vibration of darkness. Okay? And that is why it says also that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. So that day of bringing vengeance, to make his name known, to establish the fear of Yahweh Bashim in the world, on this earth, is in not only in his heart, but also in the heart of those that are like-minded, those that have the mind of Yahweh Shai. Okay? We want, because that day, as it says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart. Once Yahweh Shai comes, he comes to judge, he comes to plead with all flesh. But not only that, he comes to deliver those that put their trust in him. All right. So let's get it. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. All right. So the misconception that these people have pertaining to the day of the Lord, that's going to be peace. It's going to be a joyful day. Okay, no, it's that's yeah, peace on one side, but that's not the whole picture. Because again, it's the day of salvation, but for those that don't believe, those that are reserved unto destruction, is a day of vengeance, the vengeance of the Lord, where they're gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, the Lord is gonna send his four sword judgments: the plague, the pestilence, okay, the famine, the wild beasts, okay, and the sword to destroy. Okay, the Lord will make, and even the chariots. Okay, the people will feel angelic power. Okay, the spiritual powers to destroy some people. Man, some people are reserved for atrocious judgments. Okay, so let's go into what the day of the Lord entails. Okay, it says here in Zephaniah 1 and 14. The day of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is near. It is near. Okay. Salvation is nearer than we believe. Okay. Salvation on one hand, for those that believe, the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and we hope that we're a part of that number. And destruction and vengeance and wrath for those that are not a part of that lot. Okay. It says what? It hasted greatly. It hasted greatly. This vision is for a time appointed, but at the end it shall speak. And we're seeing the prophecies jump out of the book, even now, more than before. Okay, the latest news is what? The Bati pox. Okay, you see the gorilla pox. Okay, you see, that's the new headline. Hey, Lord willing that it gets worse than COVID. Okay, that it gets worse than the C-19. Okay, you see, you got to come back and speak in codes again. Just in case these demons, okay, take down videos. But hey, we know the times that we're in. As it says, the day of the Lord hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So if the mighty man, the valiant man, are crying bitterly, how much you women and you weak effeminate men, okay, you're gonna be through in that day. That day is a day of wrath, not peace, a day of wrath, a day of trouble, okay, not good times, okay. You're not gonna be in your mind to go out clubbing, partying, going shopping, things of that nature. No, it's a day of wrath, it's a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Okay, from all these adjectives, you cannot get a good and peaceful vibe from it, man. Those are the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, because the judgment will begin at the house of Jacob first. Okay, you see. But again, the day of the Lord is a day of wrath, trouble, distress, wasteness, desolation, darkness, gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. There's nothing good that comes from that. Okay, if you Google those the definitions of these words, it's nothing good. Okay, as it says, those that look in the windows are darkened. Why? Because the future is bleak. Okay, the future of this kingdom is set up for destruction. It was never set up to be a perpetual kingdom. Okay, because of iniquity, the royalty shall be transmitted to another. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord will establish the righteous to rule. Okay, you see? Hey, stop it. Stop it. And it says here, a day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities. Okay, and against the high towers. Okay, so those are the fenced cities. Those are the cities that are protected. Okay, the U.S. has their protected their missile protection um, system, such as Israel and all these first world countries. They're protected. They might not have physical fences, but they're protected via their defense, military defense. Okay, but it's still gonna be a day of alarm, because once those nuclear missiles are shot, okay, there's gonna be you're gonna receive an alarm on your phone, a notification saying this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Okay, when the World War III starts, you're gonna get a notification on your phone telling yourself to be ready. The time has come. Okay, we are at war. Okay, this is no fun and games. This is serious. Okay, this is not a drill. Okay, I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men, not knowing where to go. If you do not have this truth, okay, which is going to be a representation of wisdom and stability in the days that we're going to come. Okay, the treasures of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, the treasures of salvation, roughly paraphrasing. Without this knowledge and understanding, knowing who really is behind all these evil, okay, you won't know what to do next. Okay, because again, in that day, we're gonna move in the spirit. Those that have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, we're gonna move in the spirit, that He's gonna feed us, that He's gonna protect us, that He's gonna guide us in that day. Okay, while these other people, they're gonna move off, basically off instinct. Okay, they're gonna move off flesh, off emotion. They're gonna be through. And again, the mighty men are gonna be perplexed in that day. So how much more the weak men? How much more the women? How much more the children? Okay, these people are gonna be through without answers, as it says in that day. The prudent man shall be quiet. It's gonna be too late for you to come see the prophets, the man of the Lord, to ask for answers. All you're gonna see is them being protected, having a hedge around them because of their faith with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, and it says here, it says here, I will bring distress upon men and women, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. Why? Because they have sinned. That is the judgment. Why you're going through all that that moment of evil, because you have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and you refuse to hearken unto the warning. You refuse to acknowledge that the men in the corners that were preaching about a so-called black man that is going to return in an angelic body, in the so-called UFOs. Okay, he's coming to render judgment on the earth, man. Okay, you refuse to hearken that is the truth. Right? It says what? And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. Okay, so that's just to put into perspective how much death, how much bodies are gonna be piling up on the floor, man. Okay, no one's gonna be burying these bodies. Okay, it's only in when the kingdom is gonna be established, when Yahushua has conquered, that we're gonna take the slaves. Okay, the Edomite slaves, the Rothschilds, the first fruit of the captivity. Okay, they're gonna be used to bury those corpses. Okay, it says here, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. You won't be able to buy off Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the angels of vengeance, the wild beasts. Okay, you won't even be able to afford food in that day, because in that day during the famine, whoever money is of none value, man. Okay, money is not useful in the day of famine. Okay, so if you have bread, you're really that's the currency. Whoever is eating, he's the one that has money. Okay, bread becomes currency, man, in the time of famine. So your money, that's not gonna be worth shit. Okay, So your gold, your silver, your money, your CBDC, your whatever you have as a ways of currency, it's not gonna be useful, man. Okay, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. Okay, for he shall make even the speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. The Lord in 1 hour, Babylon the Great, okay, which is America, is gonna be destroyed with nuclear fire in 1 hour. Okay, all the allied nations, the enemy nations are gonna shoot nuclear missiles, okay, on America and destroy it. We see it, man. The talks of peace are out the window. It's just a build up till eventually all these nations press the red button, and it's going to happen because it's prophetic. Okay, this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The part of his vengeance is to obliterate America from off the face of the earth. Okay, for it to be a memorial of what happens unto them that live wickedly. Okay, Babylon being the golden cup that made all the world drunken via their philosophies, their mindsets, their ideologies. Okay, you see, the Lord, his purpose is to eliminate Babylon the Great speedily. Okay, so that being said, let's go back. Let's go to Second Ezra 16 and 17 to bring again to mind the 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 evil, how evil the day of the Lord is going to be. It's not going to be fun time, a walk in the park. No, man, evil and only evils, man. Okay, like it could be whatever you can imagine. It's going to be worse. You can put like the movie The Road, that environment, the mindset of always being on the move. Okay, not being safe, not even being able to trust anyone. Okay, you see another human, it's either he wants to kill you, eat you, rape you, whatever, man. You can't trust anyone in those days, man. As it says, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Okay, only those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will have a love for one another. Okay, we'll be able to tell through the spirit who's who, man. Okay, but again, it says here in Second Ezra 16 and 17, woe is me, woe is me. That is Ezra speaking. Who will deliver me in those days? So he had a vision of the last days, of the day of Jacob's trouble. Okay, he had a vision of those last days, and he's saying, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Knowing that even him, a man of the Lord, as it says, the righteous shall be scarcely saved. Okay, so even us will have to go through Jacob's trouble. But it says, what? Endure until the end, and the Lord will give you a crown of life. Okay, even if you're protected, some of us might have to go out as martyrs. Okay, but that's a stamp to say, if you endure until the end, that's a stamp that says, yes, he's one of mine, and you will have a place for your resurrection. Okay, he has no doubt about it. You died in the faith. Okay, and the Lord will bring you back. Okay, but bringing it back to this topic, it says here, the pertaining to the days, the day of the Lord, the day of vengeance. It says what? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death. Not great living. Okay, not 50% off rent. No. Okay, famine. Okay, no, you can't just Uber Eats anymore, man. Okay, great sorrows, not happiness, and no more mirth in the streets. Okay, no more mirth, no more concert, no more clubbing. None of that. All of that is over. Okay, it's gonna be a serious time, a time of mourning. Okay, the beginning of wars. We're in that time now, the time where the wars and wars can continue to escalate, like I said, until World War III happens, until Yahushua comes and eliminates all these military might of all these kingdoms, man, of all the heathen kingdoms, and takes power for himself, takes the crown for himself, right, and establishes righteousness on the earth. Okay, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, meaning bad times. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are set as a scourge for amendment. Amendment goes for punishment, to make the people understand, to make the world understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is. Okay? And that he recompenses everyone for their action. Those that have lived their life unfaithfully without the fear of the Lord, they're gonna have to acknowledge. They're gonna have to acknowledge, man, by going all through all that hell. They'll have to acknowledge that, yo, there is a power. There is, man. Okay, they'll have to acknowledge, and even after all this, as it says, But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, not always be mindful of the scourges. So again, even in that time, because these people are in such darkness, even after going through all this hell, they won't acknowledge that, oh, there's a higher power. Okay, there's a higher power that's in control of everything, man. I've offended the Lord. I've offended, in their mind. They might say Jesus. I've offended Jesus. you know, I've offended Black Jesus. That's what they might say, but no, man. Okay, you're not even gonna put that into their mind. They're just gonna continue in their wickedness. Some of them might even blaspheme against the Lord, man. Some of them might are going to blaspheme against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in that day, man. All right. And but again, that's why, because of their pride, they're gonna have to be destroyed in that day. They're gonna have to feel all that pain, that anguish, that tribulation, okay, that hell. They're gonna have to go through it because of their pride, okay, because they deserve it, right? But as for us, as the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, those that wait for that day, that the day of vengeance, okay, it says what? Second Peter 3 and 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversations and godliness? Okay, so seeing that you're expecting all this evil, expecting all that hardship, you're expecting Jacob's trouble, you're watching all these things, just as Noah was expecting the flood to happen. How are you supposed to conduct yourself? Looking and looking for, so expecting it, and hasten it. So again, you're looking for, because why? We're set up as watchmen. The men of Yahweh Bashim Rashai, we have been set as watchmen to look at the situations that are going around the world as spiritual newscasters, proclaiming the words of Yahweh Bashim Rashai, his judgments, his intentions unto the world. To prophesy, meaning to say before something happens, man. Before the evil happens, we tell the people so that Yahweh Bashim Rashai can have the glory, because we're telling them that it's the Lord bringing these things to pass, man. That's why it says it's the day of the Lord. It's not the day of Allah. It's not the day of Buddha. It's not the day of Jesus. No, it's the day of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. He's the one that's bringing all these things to pass, all this calamity, because of his vengeance, because of his wrath, because the whole world has set the anger, has kindled the anger of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so it says here, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, yeah, of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, and that goes into the nuclear missiles, as I said before. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, looking for new heavens and a new earth, so a new rulership, okay, based, as it says, wherein dwelleth righteousness, a new rulership that is based off righteousness, which is going to be established by Yahweh Shai, and it's going to be an everlasting kingdom, because uh, wisdom is what establishes a kingdom, and we're gonna rule according to the fear of the Lord, man. We're gonna make the whole world a paradise, okay, as it says in the prayer, in the Adawan Palau, let your will be done as it is in heaven, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And in the heavens, everything is in order, everything is according to the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai. The Lord will not, there won't be any more wickedness on the side of Israel. Israel will be perfect in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Shai. These other nations, they'll have to learn to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. But the fact that they're going to be in the flesh, they're going to go off, they're going to sin. Okay, we're going to be there to correct and to judge them. Okay, we're going to be mediators between the Lord and the heathens, teaching them how to live righteously. Okay, but it says here, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such a thing, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spots and blameless. Why? Because if you're not, you're gonna be partaker of all these evils. Okay, if you're not blameless, if you're not without spot, you're gonna be found in wrath. Okay, because if you're not with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're against him. Okay, if you want to be found in peace, you have to obey the Lord. You have to do things that show that you believe in him. Okay, you see. So again, that's what we're expecting. That's why that's seeing that that's what you're waiting for. Walk according to a true servant of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, put on as the elect. Okay, because the time are nigh. This is not the time to be playing games anymore, man. Each and every day brings us closer to the end of this kingdom and the establishment of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. Okay, That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're expecting. But before that, the day of evil must come to pass. Okay, so just as the day of evil, the day of wrath, the day of vengeance is in the Lord's heart. Okay, it is in our heart also. Okay, so that being said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Macha, Kodash. Until next time, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom, shalom, shalom.